welcome back. I'm Akatsuki and I'm a cosplayer. I make costumes and props, and today I have for you the last in my crazy Halloween series. Um, for this one, I'm gonna just throw together the last three because it's a couple of days before Halloween when I'm recording this, and the last two are pretty much closet cosplays, so they're not gonna be enough for a whole video on their own. So I'm putting them all together here. So I guess I will now tell you what the last three are. So I guess we're gonna start with the most complicated, the only one we're actually gonna be making a lot of stuff for, and that's Lily Monster from the 60s TV show The Monsters. And I think there's a new Rob Zombie movie from a couple years ago. But I'm gonna be making the 60s version in color. So I guess let's start with the first one and then we'll reveal the last two. For Lily, as usual, we start with a wig. I used what was most likely a very cheap Bride of Frankenstein wig, black with 2 white strands, and separated the white all to one side. Teased the wig a little for volume, comb it all back to a soft looking thing, and then use the steamer to pull the hair back and keep it there. The sides of the wig needed a little bit extra hair to cover up the netting, so I added a tiny little bit of hair there as well as the two colors of wefts that I added to the hairline to make that pointy bit. And I guess that's it for the wig. I was in a bit of a hurry to finish the last three costumes, so I draped some white cotton fabric from sheets over my mannequin to make a lining layer, dyed some curtains purple, and draped that over the lining on the mannequin. I pinned some ruffles in the front piece until it looked nice, cause hurry again. And then sew everything together so we can basically just sew everything as one piece instead of making a lining and an outside layer. When we're sewing, we start by putting together the two middle pieces of the outside layer. Then we pin it together with the lining layer and sew them together so we can use them as one piece. Repeat the process for all the other pieces too. Just sew them all together as they will look from the outside. And now we just have to construct it as one layer. Remove any excess fabric as usual. We start by putting the front all together and the back all together before we put the front and the back together. I had to do the shoulders a little weird because I had two very different lengths of fabric for one layer and the other, but you probably won't have this problem if you just plan a little better. Then we just added in a little invisible zipper. You can see it's the wrong color, but it's what I had. And it's invisible, so it doesn't really matter. First sewed it in place normally, not very well, but then I changed it to a zipper foot and sewed it a lot closer. The color doesn't really matter because the zipper is gonna be hidden by the bat wing sleeves, so you know, won't even really see it. Speaking of wings, we draped the fabric around the dress on the mannequin to make the wings, and just cut around the armholes and pretty much just fixed up the front around the collar. We cut some bat wing shapes at the end, then sewed everything together again. Add some satin ribbon to finish the ends, and finally some lace ribbon as shown. To finish the unfinished ends in a not very noticeable way, because they're supposed to look unfinished, I used the lighter to basically melt the ends, because I used the synthetic fabric. Only works on those. As you can see, I've already started on the skirt, and we started with the lining layer. It was shorter than the outside layer and white. We first sewed a very loose string around what is going to be the waist, so we can ruffle them. The inner lining layer was sewn directly onto an elastic that I measured beforehand. Then I sewed what is going to be the back, and finally sew them together after I pinned them on the mannequin one by one to make sure the ruffles are well distributed. Make sure to cut the length of the skirt out of the curtain before you cut the rest for the wings. I tried making a clay bat, but it was far too flimsy, and I ended up making it out of 5mm EVA foam scraps. Just a quick and dirty little job. Didn't even Dremel it, as appropriate for a Halloween costume made on a very last minute time. Used the Dremel just to make the eye holes, then heat sealed. Used contact cement to attach the pieces, made some little holes to hang it from a golden chain, and then primed it with some white glue, painted it all black, and finally did some gold paint all over to make it shiny. Hi again. And now we're done with Lily, and we're gonna go to costume number 4. And costume number 4 is mostly a closet cosplay, because I made a robe for Shinigami a few years ago, and I'm basically gonna use that because it's already made. I'm not gonna use it for anything else, and it fits perfectly with this. Can you guess what it is? That's right, it's Duskull, the little ghost Pokemon, because I love ghost Pokemon and it's just the season for it. So let me show you how I made this little one, and I'll show you the robe in a second. For the bony look of Duskull's mask, I went with air dry clay. I used the Halloween mask that I already know is big enough to fit over my glasses to shape the skull around. Has to be a hard mask because we're going to be pressing quite a bit into it. I used some purple and red cellophane paper, cut into different size circles, make the eyes, and covered the inside of the mask in a thin black fabric to cover my face. Then I added some dirty white acrylic paint to the mask to give it some personality, and ta-da! The Duskull mask is ready. I'm back again. Let me just get a little bit of space here. It's not. So here you can see my already made robe. This is basically just like a kimono. It's a bunch of rectangles sewn together. Not much to explain there. Everything is literally a rectangle. They're all just rectangles sewn together. I made a little belt for it. There's some little skulls and stuff. And I have here, I think, femur. Because it was the biggest bone in my pack of bones. Here. And we're basically just gonna tie it in there. Because I think it looks cool. It up and pull it back. I'm pretty sure this hood's just two rectangles sewn together too, so it doesn't really stay on very well, but that's okay. I've learned from my past mistakes, and now I make all my masks big enough to just go right over my damn glasses. I may have tied this a bit too tight last time, because I didn't have a wig on. There we go. Oops. Let's put that back. You look like a Duskull yet? I'm probably gonna paint all of my face and neck black for the photo shoot, and probably gonna be wearing like a skeleton underneath, just to make it look a bit more dead. But yeah, this is pretty much it. This is my improvised Duskull. Let me just get this off. Let's get to the next one. Hi, me again. So for the last costume, I took off the wig because it's basically me from high school. Nah, just kidding. Pretty close. I'm doing the Crow, the 1994 version. I don't want to watch the other one because it's my favorite movie and I think it's gonna ruin it for me. So I'm just not gonna watch it. So I've got my leather pants on, my very tight black shirt, and some black tape. Because, yeah, that's basically what Eric's got on at the end of the movie, which is the one I'm using as inspiration, the old full of holes and duct tape one. Just because it looks more damaged and more interesting, and it's the best part of the movie, so why the hell not? I'm gonna be using my own hair for this. It's the same color, not the same length, but I can work something out later. I guess now let's just wrap some tape around me, I guess. If we can get it. So, in the reference picture, I have all the tape is around this section here and the arms. So, I guess let's start wrapping. Way. Can't make it too tight, otherwise I'm gonna have trouble getting out of the shirt. I have to make some holes so I can get out. Yeah, looks like I'm covered in some bullet holes already. Was making noises. Did you get nothing? But you get the point. Just, same on the other side. I'll finish this later. There was just one more thing. The leg also has one. So I'm gonna do that after I get some more tape. And I guess for now, that's it for this costume. We just gotta do the makeup. You don't want to see that, do you? And again, for the last step on Eric, we have the makeup. And for this, we need 3 days. Yeah, pretty simple. I guess it's done. I'm already pretty pale, so I don't really need that much of this. Just to show you how. Basically, we're just covering the whole face white. Not too much, because at this point in the movie, you can barely tell him apart from a regular goth. So this is just blending with the rest. A bit more. I'm gonna use the sponge maybe. I have no idea how he does it with his hands in the movie. Because for me it just doesn't spread properly. But movie magic, I guess. Oh, need way more. That should be enough. I need to see that properly. Yeah, it's pretty white. Now we're gonna take our little eyeliner pencil and just go crazy. Like, the eyeliner on that guy is just black. I can fix that with a brush. I have finger marks on my face. And something in my bloody eye. Let's start over. Okay, here we are again. I didn't notice I was on recording, so I'm already pale as a ghost. I just did the same thing again, white all over. I didn't touch the eyes. They looked okay, so I kept them as they were. Now we just mess it up a bit. close to my ankle. I have no idea where I bought this. So that's why we're using the eyeliner for the natural light. This is just some Halloween makeup that I have no idea where I got. I'm pretty sure this is it. Just do the finger. A little bit closer to you. I'm gonna need to look at my reference with my glasses on. Yes. I don't have black at the moment, but this is pretty close to black. And yeah, that's the makeup. And I already showed you pretty much what's needed for the costume. It's the most basic stuff any metalhead will have in their closet. Plus some white duct tape. Clown corpse paint. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Weird reflection. So I guess that's pretty much it for the last costume. And I guess I'll see you for the reveal of the 5 completed with makeup and all, because I still haven't really worked out the makeup for a couple of the others. I sort of did Emily, but not the rest yet, so I still have to work out the makeup, and I guess I will make a little reveal video to show you the final results of all 5. So like and subscribe the video to see that. And bye.